The Stade de France, bathed in the glow of the Paris night, was the stage for one of the most electrifying moments in Olympic history. As the tension mounted and the athletes took their positions on the track, the anticipation in the air was palpable. The women's 200-meter finals at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games promised to be a showdown of epic proportions, with speedsters from around the globe ready to lay it all on the line. But no one could have predicted just how incredible the race would be, nor the emotions that would overflow as Gabby Thomas crossed the finish line. From the moment the race began, it was clear that this was not just a battle for gold, but a test of wills, a contest to see who could harness their nerves and channel them into raw, explosive power. The runners burst out of the blocks with a ferocity that left the crowd breathless. Among them was Gabby Thomas, the American sprinter who had been widely regarded as the favorite to win. Yet, despite her impressive credentials being the fourth fastest woman ever in the 200 meters and a silver medalist at the 2023 World Championships, Thomas knew that the Olympic Games were a different beast altogether. Julien Alfred of St. Lucia, who had already made history by becoming her country's first Olympic gold medalist in the 100 meters, was looking to double her golden haul. The possibility of a second gold for Alfred was tantalizing. It would cement her legacy as one of the greatest sprinters of all time. But standing in her way was Thomas, who was hungry for redemption after a bronze medal finish in the 200 meters at Tokyo 2020. For Thomas, this race was about fulfilling a destiny that had been 6 years in the making. As the race unfolded, it quickly became clear that this final was living up to its billing. Gabby Thomas took off like a bullet, her powerful strides eating up the track. Within the first 100 meters, she had already caught up to Alfred, who was running in the lane outside of her. The American's blistering pace was nothing short of spectacular. By the time they rounded the curve and hit the home straight, Thomas had built a lead that looked unassailable. But in a race of this magnitude, nothing is certain until the very end. The crowd of 80,000 roared as the athletes charged towards the finish line. Thomas, her face a picture of determination and focus, was giving everything she had. Behind her, Alfred was fighting with all her might to close the gap, her hopes of an unprecedented double gold finish slipping away with each passing meter. Brittany Brown, another American in the race, was also putting on a strong showing, hoping to add another medal to her country's tally. As Thomas crossed the finish line, the stadium erupted. She had done it. With a time of 21.83 seconds, Gabby Thomas was the new Olympic champion in the women's 200 meters. The look on her face as she realized what she had accomplished was one of pure disbelief and joy. It was the culmination of years of hard work, countless hours of training, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. "I'm really in disbelief because having an Olympic gold medal is something in my wildest dreams," Thomas said in her post-race interview. "But at the same time, I know how hard I've fought for it. This has been 6 years in the making, head down, working hard, going to really hard meets, pushing yourself, and now it's here and I've done it. This is the happiest moment of my life." Julien Alfred finished second, earning a silver medal with a time of 22.08 seconds. While she fell short of the double gold dream, her performance was nothing short of remarkable. Brittany Brown secured the bronze with a time of 22.2020 seconds, making it a successful night for Team USA. The final standings were a testament to the extraordinary talent on display and the fierce competition that had unfolded. But this race was about more than just times and medals. It was about the stories behind the athletes, the journeys they had undertaken to reach this point, and the emotions that were laid bare on the track. For Gabby Thomas, this victory was a moment of personal triumph that extended beyond the realm of sport. A Harvard graduate with a master's degree in public health, Thomas has always seen herself as more than just an athlete. Her academic pursuits, including her research on the sleep patterns of ethnic minorities, have been as much a part of her identity as her sprinting prowess. And now, with an Olympic gold medal around her neck, she stands as a role model for young girls everywhere who aspire to achieve greatness in any field. "I want young girls to look at us as strong female athletes and feel like they can do it," Thomas said after her victory. "I want them to feel they're encouraged to go into professional sports. I want them to feel encouraged to pursue their dreams, no matter how big or small." Her words resonated deeply in the Stade de France, where many young fans had come to watch their heroes compete. In that moment, Thomas was not just a champion on the track. She was an inspiration off it, using her platform to empower the next generation. The women's 200-meter final at the Paris 2024 Olympics will be remembered as one of the most thrilling races in recent memory. It was a night filled with shocks, surprises, and wow moments that captivated the world. The race had everything: speed, drama, and a fittingly emotional climax. And at the center of it all was Gabby Thomas, whose performance will go down in history as one of the great Olympic moments. In the days following her victory, Thomas will likely reflect on the journey that brought her to this point. From her early days in track and field to her collegiate career at Harvard, to the highs and lows of international competition, every step has led her to this golden moment in Paris. And as she stands atop the podium, the American national anthem playing in the background, she can finally savor the fruits of her labor. The gold medal around her neck is more than just a piece of metal. It is a symbol of perseverance, dedication, and the relentless pursuit of a dream. As the curtain falls on the Paris 2024 Olympics, the legacy of the women's 200-meter final will endure. It was a race that showcased the very best of what the Olympics represent: the thrill of competition, the power of the human spirit, and the ability of sport to unite people across the globe. For those who witnessed it, either in the stands or from afar, it was a reminder of why the Olympics continue to hold a special place in the hearts of millions. And for Gabby Thomas, it was a night that will be etched in her memory forever. The expression on her face as she crossed the finish line said it all. It was the look of an athlete who had not only conquered her competitors, but also her own doubts and fears. In that instant, she became not just an Olympic champion, but a symbol of hope and inspiration for all who dare to dream big. In the end, the women's 200-meter final at the Paris 2024 Olympics was more than just a race. It was a story of triumph, a celebration of excellence, and a testament to the power of determination. Gabby Thomas may have been the star of the show, but the race itself was a collective achievement, a moment of magic that will be remembered for years to come. As the world looks back on the 2024 Games, the memory of that incredible night in Paris will continue to inspire and uplift all who witnessed it. Thank you for joining us on the Discovering Hub Sports for our Olympic coverage. Please share your thoughts on our video in the comments section below. If you found it enjoyable, feel free to share it with your social circle on Facebook, WhatsApp, and X as well.